Through some of the things in Andrew. One is about the Wimmera and the area and Horsham in particular. The second is about cancer, and the third is about your centre that you're creating. And it really is your centre. You've raised the funds, you've driven the vision, and now it's being built. It'll be amazing the progress we've made in an hour by the end of this. Andrew talked about this community. My grandmother was born in Ararat, and my mother was born in Stawell. We've been doing a lot of genealogy in the Federal Parliament lately, and I actually have both of their birth certificates. And so I spent a very large part of my childhood coming up to Stawell and then all of the surrounding towns over many, many years. And so this really is like literally a second home for me. And when people ask me where am I from, I'd say Mornington Peninsula and Stawell. And I literally grew up in and out of Stawell. And my grandmother was a pharmacist there, and my mother was a nurse out of this area. So to all of the nurses and everybody involved with nursing. I love the doctors, but the nurses have a special place in my heart, so much so that I married one. Now, having said that, to see what this community can do, and Andrew I know incredibly well, having been a farmer, having been head of the Victorian Farmers Federation, business person, and you mentioned Don. It's exactly the same in the halls of Parliament. Don has passed on his genes to Andrew, and you will be stopped by Andrew and pushed for funding on different things. So then you look at the cancer challenge that we have around the country. Ageing population. Cancer becomes more, not less prevalent, but our ability to deal with it is greater. So we know that there'll be over 134,000 people who are likely to develop some form of condition involving cancer over the course of this year. We know that about 47,000 people will lose that battle over the course of this year. We also know that our survival rates, 68% over 5 years, are equal to the best in the world. There's us and there's Japan. And the only way that happens is access to medicines, access to doctors, and then the most extraordinary caring arrangements. And so we're very blessed as a country to have some of the best oncologists, to have amazing people who are involved in surgery, in radiotherapy, and now when you see just here in Victoria what Walter and Eliza Hall Institute is doing, creating new drugs like venetoclax, which are going around the world, these new immunotherapies that will help people fight off